Good morning. It's Celeste of Astrology by Celeste. Yes, it is on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Um, yeah, what a week. What a time to be incarnated. Hey, hi, there's 10 of them. And se puede yoga. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Twice But Nice, and 93 Kells and Raven, and everyone. Okay, and Joyce. Yeah, so nice to see everyone. Let's see, what is this here? Okay. If you want, a couple of people can put your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Please put it in the question mark. If there should be a question mark at the bottom. If you don't see it, I think you can press a plus and then it should show up. And then at the end, I'll do a couple of hot take readings based on the cards and your sun, moon, rising, and whatever I intuit that could maybe help you. Okay. So what am I doing today? We are doing the Astro and the Oracle program, and I'm going to pull cards, one for each sign of the zodiac, and that will give you a 3-card reading. So just, look at the card. What does intellectually connects? What do I say connects? Yeah. And then maybe you'll get some insight that will help you make a decision, just see things differently, or stimulate you for some journaling. Yeah, I think these could be good journaling prompts. With Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde, like this internal thinking that we're doing, where we're rethinking, revisiting, reflecting, revising, renewing, reconnecting with people. Have you run into your ghosts, people you haven't seen for ages, or gotten a phone call or an email? Yeah, this is a tangent, but I just think it's a great example of the astrology, or how astrology works, and like the benefits of understanding your own chart. So today I got a check from the IRS, a refund of I guess it's my tax refund. I don't know, whatever. But Venus in the sky is trine, a smooth, easy flowing. Venus rules money, trine my Saturn. And my Saturn rules my 8th house of taxes. So yeah, Mercury's retrograde. I got like this refund. And when my chart is activated, when Venus was within a degree of my 8th house chart ruler. Yeah. So when you get things unexpectedly, if you understand your chart, pull the transits and see what's going on with your chart. This is how we learn astrology, by seeing it, recognizing the patterns again and again and again. Oh, somebody's birthday. Okay. Let me go back so I can make sure to say happy birthday to somebody. Let's see whose birthday is it? Hi, Jess. So good to see you. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Talking Bear's daughter. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's Raven's birthday. Okay, Raven. I'm going to pull you a card from Earth Song Oracle. Yeah, it's a different deck than we're going to use, but this is Earth Song Oracle from Tarn Ellis for your birthday. What does Raven need to know? And yeah, we've talked, Raven, about how there's, today is Mars-Jupiter conjunction, which Mars strives, Mars achieves, Mars challenges, Mars competes, Mars rules conflict. It can be impulsive or rash. So you know that you're going to have this like thump of energy. Now, Jupiter rules success. Jupiter makes everything bigger. In the air sign of Gemini. So you can possibly through this year really have some success by connecting with other people. Gemini's air signs are humane. So yeah, making more connections. Yeah, with other people. And could be a path to achievement, networking, spreading the word. Like, I don't know what you do if you have your own business or you want to do something where, like, spreading the word through your connections can bring more success if you do it in a sustained and disciplined manner where it's going to be slower than you want it to be, because Mercury retrograde is going to be in your solar return chart. So it may be slower, but I say sustained action because that Mars Jupiter is squaring Saturn in Pisces. Saturn slows things, Saturn delays things, but it brings earned success. Earned success. So keep that in mind when you're getting frustrated. Oh, I wish it would go faster, or blah, 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 blah. Okay. Or maybe like you just have a natural with being a Leo, you've got that fixed fire that can hold the energy, that can, maybe you're not naturally good at just being patient. I don't know. I say that because I have Venus and Mars in Gemini, which is that mutable air that wants, okay, let's get going. Yeah. Okay. What's your card for you to think about, Raven, for your birthday? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, Raven, I did pull the Storm card, which is chaos, anger, and turbulence. In difficult and turbulent times, remember this too shall pass. So this is something that's really important for you to remember. This is the square to Saturn and Pisces. This is Mars, Jupiter being between Mars and Saturn, where you can feel like on each side that there's so much turbulence, and it's tough. So let me see if there's anything else I want to say about that. Okay. Yeah. Allow yourself to feel everything that storm stirs up inside you to the utmost degree. In doing so, you will process and move through these feelings, ensuring that they are dealt with and they don't build up again. Remember, the storm shall pass and you shall have peace again. So just keep this in mind, especially with this weekend. Could be like between now and the full moon, the energy is so intense, and there's a potential for chaotic things to be occurring, especially like Sunday. Mercury in Leo is retrograde and squaring Uranus in Taurus conjunct Algol. So this to me feels like there may be some big thing that comes up. And if you can remember this, like this imagery of the storm, and try not to just react really quickly, then you will have the best success to get past it and move forward. So this is it's just giving you, I think your guides want you to have a little warning that something may come up that's really triggering, or maybe like with Mercury retrograde for your solar return, there's like you're working through and healing maybe some stuff that's been submerged. So I hope that helps. Happy birthday. I'm sorry it wasn't, the sun card or anything, but this is life. Okay. Oh, you're seeing cardinal birds everywhere. Oh, I like that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Lara says that was not a tangent telling you about my tax refund. Okay, good, because it's astrology in action. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's 10 of them. Okay, I'm just going to give you a quick card too. There's 10 of them. Okay. Happy birthday. Okay, there's 10 of them, needs to know. You got the B card. B's are success. Work, productivity, cooperation. Work diligently and be productive. I see the B card, like what I was talking about. The sustained effort will bring success, potentially spreading your message. And if this is who I think it is, this could be something about you and your granddaughter's stories. Like maybe you're going to do another storybook. Yeah, a children's storybook. I think it's you, but if not, yeah, yeah. Oh, only if Raven sounds, only if I really do want it, do I have the patience. It sounds about right. So I wonder if that's, oh, you're welcome. The full moon is on the 19th. So this next Monday. Yeah. 1111, you're seeing 111 everywhere. Yeah, I see 1111 a lot. Oh, I am correct. Yeah, so maybe that's another storybook for you and your granddaughter. Yeah, I think that would be lovely. Okay, so Abby, I'm only pulling cards for the birthday people and the collective, but maybe look at the three cards you get, and maybe that will answer your question about your project. Okay, what was I doing? Okay, so I talked about that, and I want people to notice if they notice an energetic shift today, tomorrow, because what's happening is Mercury's been retrograde in the sign of Virgo, and so, we've seen all kinds of Mercury retrograde things. The biggest one from the Olympics was about Jordan Childs. I don't think I talked about this last week. Jordan Childs, who's a gymnast who did her floor routine. This is how I understand it. If I say something wrong, apologies. You could Google the story. But she did her floor routine, and her coach or challenged the score, and then they moved her score up a bit, and that gave her the bronze medal. Now the other team challenged the change of the score because they said that the Americans did not submit the request in time. Like you have a minute to submit a request, and then it's over. And so there is this minutia. And so then they said, okay, and they revoked it, and said she had to give the medal back. But then they looked at the tape again, and it was submitted in time. And so there's this argument about this minutia, this time period. And that can be Virgo energy on steroids, where like very specific, precise, detail oriented, like, saying, oh, you should have written the sentence this way rather than that way, like grammar police kind of energy, even though both ways work. That's Virgo energy on steroids, like this perfectionist, this precise, this timekeeping thing. And then there was telling her she has to give the medal back. So retrogrades bring reversals. So that would be like, you won, no, you have to give it back. Yeah. So, and then Mars competes, Jupiter's awards, and it's bronze, it's not the gold medal. And bronze, you can think about how Jupiter's in detriment. So it's in a sign, it's not the best medal, but it's an award or best award, Jupiter rules awards, that you can receive. So that's how you can, like, as you start to pull apart the astrology of the events, add these other details besides it's just Mercury retrograde, because you'll see the whole chart and be like, oh my God. Because also Venus, which rules women in Virgo, opposite Saturn and Pisces. Saturn rejects and excludes. So like they're trying to take this medal back from her. Now they're suing or whatever. So maybe years before we find out what the result is, and when we do find out, notice if at the time, it could be, it might not be, if Mercury is retrograde again when the final judgment happens. Yeah, if you can remember years from now. I'll remember. I'm a Cancer rising and have a good memory. Intrepid now. Okay, tomorrow. Anything to share about tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow, Mercury. Oh, yes, Kristen. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, and my understanding is the other team is saying, let's just share the medal. You know, I guess they can give multiple bronze medals, but having her give it back is just horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow we have Mercury's retrograde. And this happens later today. It's moving from that precise sign of Virgo, where it's at home, so it can do what it does well, into Leo. So another thing that we learned, let's see, what other Mercury retrograde stories are interesting? The Trump campaign was hacked by, they're blaming Iran. Yeah, the Microsoft has said it looks like it might be Iran. And now they're releasing material from what they found. And so far it's been like this embarrassing picture. It's not even embarrassing. It's just a stupid picture of J.D. Vance. It's not even stupid. It's just a picture from J.D. Vance meant to embarrass him for when he was in college. Yeah. And then a bunch of videos from Project 2025, which are worth a watch. Yes, they are, if you're so inclined. And then Sunday is the day to watch about this, to see what, if anything, is released. And Iran does not want Donald Trump to be president because he killed Soleimani years ago. So they're after him. Yeah, and I'm sure other reasons, just geopolitically, they don't want him. Anyway, on Sunday, Mercury is retrograde at 26 degrees of Leo, and it meets the sun on Sunday. So it's Mercury Cazimi on Sunday. When the planet meets the sun, it's called the Cazimi, where it's like you're sitting at the heart of the king, and it's considered fortunate. Like, you can ask for what you want. It can be a fortunate thing where you can get, it's a time you can like just stop and think and get some downloads, or something will be clear to you. You'll have an aha moment with the sun conjunct Mercury, because when the sun spotlights and focuses us on something of the topic that the planet rules. So Mercury rules communication, thought processes, commerce. It rules the lungs, you can think about. Yeah. And it's the sun and Mercury are going to be on Donald Trump's Mars. So are they going to like put out something more about him? And his Mars is on his ascendant, his physical body. Now, Mars rules sex. Mars rules energy, drive, all these things. So we'll see what comes up. I had a flash of what it could be. Yeah. Anyway, we'll just see if anything comes up. Yeah. Because Mercury square Uranus. So it could be something shocking or surprising. It may have nothing to do with him at all. Yeah. But with Venus opposite Saturn, it could also have something to do with, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm not going to say it. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Okay. Now, also know about Mercury Cazimi that there's symbology of life and death symbology. So when a planet's coming to the sun, it's like it's at the end of its cycle, or the sun is coming to the planet. It's at the end of the cycle. It's like the nine of wands. It's like limping along, and so then there's like this symbology of death and then rebirth as it goes through the heart of the sun all the impurities are burned off. So think about that as we have the Mercury Cazimi. If you notice stories in the news related to it, yeah. So that's good enough. I better get going. I could just sit here and blabber all day because my podcast for next week, I taped it last night. It's called A Lyrical Assassin. And I went on and on for like 40 minutes. It's like because this Mars Jupiter is like, there's too much air. Yeah, there's too much air. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's too much air. Yeah, this Mercury retrograde is intense. Oh, it's been extra surreal for you. You know, I almost had like a calamity with this Mercury retrograde that I'd been given information months ago, which I didn't understand correctly. I misunderstood what was written, and it could have been a big problem. But I was given grace. Like, it came up last week where it would have been something expensive, but it was a mistake. Yeah, I was like, oh, thank goodness. Yeah. Thank goodness I was given grace, but this is when you find out problems. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I had this whole thing I wanted to talk about, how companies, governments, and everyone should have Mercury retrograde mitigation plans in their SOPs for times like, for these, and if you, based on the chart of the astrology, you could really see things and target putting in extra safeguards to prevent problems. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really worried about the Middle East, but I don't want to get into it. About there being with, when Iran strikes back, like the United States being dragged in further because our stuff gets damaged. Yeah. Let's hope not. Let's hope higher angels prevail. They can use diplomatic solutions to keep this from escalating even further. We'll see what happens. But it's really tense through the full moon. Really, really tense. And then September 1st, when Uranus goes retrograde, that's another really intense time, because it goes retrograde and then Pluto goes back into Capricorn, so the 29th degree of crisis and decay. So September 1st, there could be like something, what the heck happened? With Uranus, it's like, oh my, what happened? It's like a surprise, a reversal. Yeah, a shock. Like, it could be winning the lottery, or it could be like getting hit by lightning. Yeah. So, yeah, that's that. And yeah, so now we're back in Leo. Mercury is going to be going back into Leo at the end of the day. So that's a fire sign. So like with Virgo, it's at home. So the retrograde is not as difficult potentially. Like, it could get more like there's more energy for conflict and people arguing. You may notice the noise getting louder with Mercury going back into Leo, where people are talking more animatedly and whatnot. Yeah. Now, it could be just a lot of fun with watching the little things, misspeaking or what have you. Doesn't have to be anything bad, but your thought processes may change to from the Virgo topics to the Leo topics, depending on your chart. What will that be? Yeah, I'm so delayed. I have this presentation that's late. I gotta get that done today. Okay, anyway. I mean, the talk isn't for a couple weeks, but I was supposed to send it in like a week ago. Okay. So I'm going to use the Moon Goddess Oracle for the card pulls today. And this is a deck by Nikki Gara Ikoa. how I think you say her last name. Apologies for mispronouncing. It's illustrated by Olivia Berkey. Sacred Feminine Wisdom, and by Rockpool is the publishing house who did it. Yeah, Sacred Feminine Wisdom. You know, these men who are trying to set the world on fire with their eye for an eye. Yeah, could really use some sacred feminine wisdom. I'll tell you that. Yeah. And I've got my birth date candle, future candle lit. It's from the Tarot Trio. And yeah, you can go to the link in my bio if you want your birth date candle. Okay. Let me pull a card for Aries. We're going to start with Aries. Let's see. Okay, there are enough sun, moon, rising in the comments. Yeah, I mean in the question mark for me. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Teen Art Teacher. Hi, Imaginary Restaurant. Will Nikki Haley, Talking Bear daughter, do I think that Nikki Haley will wind up being the GOP candidate and Donald Trump out? I would not be surprised if there is some kind of reversal. Like Anthony Scaramucci says, he thinks he has this new podcast I really like with KDK from MSNBC, where they're talking about the politics and strategy and whatnot. And he thinks Donald Trump is going to back out. I had thought he might change his running mate. I wouldn't be surprised. Anything could happen. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he steps down when he realizes rather than risk losing. Yeah, that could be September 1st. Or, yeah. He's coming undone. He's really coming unglued. Yeah. Yeah. Or that could be like him saying, I have a heart problem on Sunday or something like that. Yeah, with the Mercury Cazimi on his Mars. Yeah. Hi, Ellie. Hi, La Morena. So good to see you. Yeah, there's 10 of them. I hope you win the lottery too. Yeah. Okay, he could give his delegates to Vance. Yeah, if J.D. Vance is the top of the ticket, well, we'll see. You never know what America's going to do. But, yeah, he's, I have predicted that Kamala is going to win. I have predicted that. Yes, I have. It could all spin around, but I had this like coming hot in April that she was going to win. So I'm sticking with it. Was based on the astrology. I've been studying these charts. Yeah. But we'll see. Okay. Negotiate. That's what stepping down for a pardon. That's what, yeah. That he could be negotiating back behind the scenes to just stay out of jail and step down. Okay, so his ascendant is 29 degrees. This is Donald Trump. His ascendant is at 29 degrees pale solid, 29 degrees of Leo. That's where that fixed star Regulus is. It's also what's happening is Mercury's retrograding back to his ascendant, and it's making the yod. So people who listen to this week's podcast, and I talked about the yod to 29 degrees of Leo that Mercury is going to be at in a quincunx to Neptune and Pisces on one side, and Pluto at 0 Aquarius, so almost at 29 Capricorn on the other side. So that 150 degree aspect where it's a blind spot, that quincunx is a blind spot. It's irritating. It's like it's a fly buzzing in your ear kind of energy. But when you have the yod, because Pluto and Neptune are in a sextile, it's like you've been pointed at. It's called the finger of God, where you've been pointed at. So this yacht is happening on Donald Trump's ascendant. So he may say something else. Maybe it's just that that 2-hour talk he did with Elon Musk, which is, but we don't even have time to get into that, where he talked about laughing about Elon firing everybody for going on strike. Yeah, that might be the big thing he says that comes out, because what happens with retrogrades, it's like pulling back the Band-Aid off of the wound and seeing what's underneath. Like, we see things are revealed, conversations are said, people say the quiet part out loud, things slip out. Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he has something else to say. And then his Mars is at 26 Leo. So his Mars is essentially on his ascendant. We do what's called the 5-degree rule. So it's really in his first house. You can see it. He's very Leonic. He is a leader energy. People follow him. He likes to brag about himself. That's shadow Leo energy. Yeah, he's very Leonic. And Uranus in the sky is squaring his Mars. So, he almost was assassinated. So thank goodness he was not. That would have been a disaster for our country. Okay, anyway, enough talk about that. Giggling billionaires. Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah. Okay, Aries. Ooh, Selene, tranquility. Ooh, I love this for Aries. So I want you to think about all the beautiful and abundant things you have in your life. Today, your chart ruler, Mars, will meet Jupiter. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance. Can you just really focus on the positive? Really focus on the positive and what you're willing to do to sustain the positive things in your life. Because tomorrow, and this could be like tomorrow, Aries is not a day to get into it with people, but tomorrow, Mars square Saturn. That's one of the most difficult energies, because Mars is the gas, Saturn is the brake. You may feel like someone is limiting you or rejecting you or excluding you from something. Yeah. It's really important to not be impulsive or distracted when whatever you're doing, because Mars is in Gemini. Gemini rules the hands, and Mars severs and separates. So like you could cut your hand with a knife or something like that if you're not paying attention while cooking. Like if you're arguing with your spouse about whatever, or your child or your dog about whatever, and you're like trying to cut stuff up, you could accidentally cut yourself, or like slam your hand in the car door or something like that. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ooh, for Taurus, we've got Dewy Wraith. Renewal. Ooh, I don't know who this is. Dewy Wraith. Look how beautiful the art is on this card. Let me read this one, because I don't know who this is. Selene is the goddess of the moon. This is the moon goddesses. Yeah. Okay. So each card has a lot of information about the goddess and whatnot. So that gives you crystals. Dewy Wraith, I hope I'm saying that right, is gold and Burmese rubies for the vital life force flowing through your body. The totem is a handheld painted fan for flaming her desires and warding off evil. Her scents are deep scents, incense sticks, orchid, or pine. Her favorite moon phase, from the dark to the new moon. This is a Hindu moon goddess worshipped throughout Indonesia for her breathtaking beauty and grace. Legend has it that the giant Kala Ra fell desperately and completely in love with her, as she was the most beautiful of all goddesses. However, she did not love him back and refused to marry him. Enraged, he tried to steal a drink of the gods to give himself immortality so he could pursue and win her over. But his plan was discovered, and the king of the gods, Dewi Wisnu, went after him to cut off his head with his magical disc. He was too late, as the elixir of immortality had reached his throat, making Kalira immortal. Dewi is forever chased by the head of Kalira. When he catches her and eats her whole, a lunar eclipse occurs. She slips out of his neck, restoring light to the world and continuing to spread her light. She has come through to support you and understanding that when drama is chasing you and you become swallowed by the darkness, you too can call on her to become rebirthed. You can stand in your radiant light, sprinkling your magic and your medicine throughout your life and the whole world, and you can learn to trust that life supports you through this process. It asks you to find stillness as Dewi Rathi asks you to find stillness as she dances over your body and uses her fan's graceful movements to ward off any negative energy surrounding your body. She then fans the flames of your desires to make them more vital, alive, expanded, and strong. Listen to her wise counsel as she guides you through the day. Her mantra is, I am learning to trust that I am safe in this breath and in this moment. Ooh, this is such an interesting layered myth. It really makes me think of, it's like the flip side, the reversal of the Medusa mythology is like his head was cut off and is chasing her rather than Medusa's head being cut off. It brings up, if domestic violence to me, which could be something like Mars square Saturn. Mars and Saturn are the malefics that, like, if you know, we may be seeing some stories in the news related to domestic violence. If you have a volatile partner, be extra careful. If you're volatile, just be mindful the energy through the full moon is extra intense. Yeah. And using the breath, to me, it's a reminder, using the breath can be a great tool to calm ourselves down, to get out of the head with all of this air, Mars, Jupiter, like stimulating thought processes, nervousness, anxiety, what have you. Yeah, using the breath to get back in your body, calm down, and be renewed. It also brings to mind the Kazemi I was talking about. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, for Gemini, I pulled Archangel Haniel. Grace. Yeah. So Mars, Jupiter in your sign. Jupiter is the benefic. It gives, it's the energy of abundance and benefactors. And, to me, it's like, okay, you made a mistake. I'm going to give you some grace. I'm not gonna hold this against you. If someone apologizes, there's no need to go on and on and on and on about what they did wrong. But I feel like it's about yourself. Can you give yourself some grace for mistakes that you have made? Because with Mercury retrograde, you may be thinking about, like, why am I thinking about this? This happened 5 years ago. It's coming up to your conscious attention so that you can just do a little revisiting of it. Think about, what changes you've made since then, and give yourself some grace for whatever happened back then. That's what I'm getting for that. Okay. What time is it? Ooh, okay. Ooh, Cancer, spring spirit. We have gratitude. Yeah, I like this, Cancer. Sun, moon, or rising. Thinking about with Jupiter, with Mars coming to Jupiter, a lot of these cards are really, to me, focusing on the Jupiter aspect of this transit. Having gratitude for all the abundance, Jupiter, that you have in your life. And doing some stretching. This is something, I'm a Cancer rising. I really need to be stretching. My neck has been irritated. Yeah. Okay. For Leo, confidence. Anahita. Look at this. Confidence. Yeah. Leo, it's your season. The sun is in your sign. Think about your relationship with confidence. Or do you have the tall poppy syndrome where you're afraid to stick your neck out because somebody may cut it off? That's like they do in Australia, the tall poppy syndrome. Or are you okay to let your light shine? Yeah, you can let your light shine, and be confident about something. And if you're not confident, what does it need? What do you need to build the confidence? Do you need to 8 of Pentacles it? Like just keep doing the chop wood, carry water to perfect your ability to do whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it's writing better or, I don't know, jumping higher or what have you. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, and Virgo, Halia, strength. Oh, look at this card. It's so pretty. Halia, strength. And Mercury's retrograde in your sign. Let me read just, I don't know. I'm kind of interested. Who is this Halia? I have no idea. Okay. The masked goddess of the moon and the moonlight worshipped in pre-colonial times throughout the Philippines. She symbolizes the strength and potency of women, a fierce protector against the giant sea serpent dragon, Bakunawa, who tries to swallow the moon a few times each year, causing lunar eclipses. Legend has it that Ahalia wore a mask of gold, shielding her incredible beauty from those around her. With this card is gifting you the courage to stand radiant and proud as the divine being you are. As you learn to embrace this goddess, it reminds you that you too can remove your mask and learn to radiate your profound beauty throughout the world. Take off your mask and shine. Yeah, we all wear masks in terms of how we present ourselves to different people or what have you. And then this card is encouraging you to let people see the real you. One of the shadow sides of Virgo is being so perfectionistic that if anything isn't perfect, there's like this agony around it. So yeah. That's just a reminder. Just a reminder that it's okay to make mistakes. We all do. Okay. Okay. This is the one from the cover. Mayari, power. Look at that. Libra. Well, this is for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. I just know that when I get something in my mind, it's so hard for me, like a pronunciation, to make the switch. Kamala Harris is Libra sun. So look at this. This is her card for this week, standing in her power, owning her authority. So you can reflect on that we've been seeing so far, the high road of Libra energy of speaking well, being clear and direct, eloquent when you're delivering information. When you're advocating for yourself or someone else, speak with a sense of authority and power is what I'm getting with that. And it's so interesting because Venus is in Virgo. And it's a sign of her fall, but she has strength there. She has term and in certain parts of Virgos. This is different kinds of, it's the minor dignities it's called. She has term and I can't think of the other one. She has term and triplicity, I believe, at parts of the sign, which essentially is similar to having, it gives it a bump up to more like exalted or what have you. It's not the same, but there can be strength there. And Venus in Virgo is like the Nine of Pentacles tarot card, the independent woman. And I was reading on the internet the other day on someone did a post on IG about how spinster, that term came from women who used to weave and make their own money. And it was turned into this derogative term because these were these independent women, like childless cat ladies who had their own sources of income and didn't have to be married. And in the sky now, Venus in Virgo is opposite Saturn and Pisces. So you can think about that, how that independent lady is being, Saturn is, the old devil, is being like demonized for for being independent. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that made sense. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. Okay, I'll try. Koyo Zakwi freedom. I don't even know. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I love it. It's beautiful. It's so interesting. I pulled Libra power. Kamala has her Mercury in Scorpio, and Freedom is the song she's using for her campaigns from Beyonce. Yeah. So this is her reading. Power, freedom. Yes, yes. She already knows that. Her karma's ripening. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where are we now? We are in Sagittarius. Balance. Look at it. It's a mermaid. This is La Manja, I think. Yeah, a mermaid. Balance. So Sagittarius. This is really great because like the Temperance card in the tarot is the Sagittarius card. And Sagittarius could get into that go big or go home kind of energy. And with Mars meeting your Jupiter rules Sagittarius, meeting Jupiter, you may really feel like overindulging or going really big or what have you. So this is just a reminder to be aware. You may feel extra stimulated. How can you have some balance? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And Capricorn. The waning moon, finding your light. So Capricorn, yeah, this is important. Yeah. Jupiter is squaring Saturn. So can be like, your sustained efforts can lead to success, even if you have like a temporary setback when Mars squares Saturn tomorrow. Or, like this Mars-Jupiter square Saturn. I think this could be really nice for Capricorns, where your sustained efforts bring success after a while. And if you're feeling glum, try to find the light. Find the light. Yeah. Let's see. Aquarius. Oshun. I love Oshun. Yes, yes. I love Oshun. Yeah, and this is beauty. Yes, Oshun is a goddess of fertility and from an African goddess of fertility and abundance, and she just is so embodied and like in touch with her physical senses, is not afraid to experience pleasure in all forms, and like just is owning it. Yeah. So yeah, just really maybe like put on your red lipstick or whatever, or put extra effort into like looking good and feeling good, and going out and or just even journaling about what's so beautiful about yourself. It could all be internal, but I feel like this is a call that like shine, like let people see you look in your best, in your best outfit or what have you. Love it. Because there's a full moon in Aquarius on Monday. So yeah, really notice, really let your light shine, because the sun in Leo, the moon in Aquarius, is like Leo's the performer, Aquarius is the audience. And yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Just a great time to let your beauty be seen and honored. Okay. And Pisces, autumn spirit. Pulled letting go what no longer serves you. I really think with Pisces, especially if it's something ruminating in your mind, can you do like some cord cutting to let go of the thing that no longer serves you? Ooh, I love this deck. It's so beautiful. The write-ups are incredible. It's Moon Goddess Oracle by Nikki Garaikoa, I believe is how you say her last name, and it's illustrated by Olivia Burke. It's a rock bull deck. It's I'll put the link to my Amazon storefront in the description and in the story when I put it up. But yeah, it's lovely. Okay, let me see. There's a bunch of Oh, good, Teresa. I'm glad you loved the podcast this week. Oh no, turmeric. Oh, it's Sun Moon Rising, turmeric stained. Yeah. Sun Moon Rising. Ooh. Talking Bear's daughter says so many people in Florida are turning blue and putting blue flamingos in their front yards with pearls around their neck. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a movement. It is a movement. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Ben Brujo. Oh, Ben Brujo thinks I'm gifted. Thank you, Ben. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Jacqueline. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, you can re-listen. And then I always put them on YouTube as well, so that you can... Okay, Laberator, you're going to stay in your room. Yeah, taking a day off. That's a great thing to do for you. Yeah, so your Aries rising and Mars, your chart ruler, is conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter relaxes. Jupiter so you're taking a day off. From square Saturn work. That's how today's energy is showing up for you. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And so, okay. And that's beautiful, Jacqueline. You're an Aries rising. That's the Mars. Your Sag sun. So Mars and Jupiter, your sun and your rising planets, the planets that rule your sun and your rising are meeting today. And you're like you're taking the break. And your moon is in Libra. Recharging your batteries with the power card. You're doing what you need to be doing. Oh, you're having dental surgery tomorrow. Oh, so you'll keep your mouth shut. Well, I hope your surgery goes well. Yeah. Okay, so World Points, it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be televised, but it's like there is there is higher visibility when planets and things are on world points. I don't know what are you referring to being on a world point? Well, Neptune's basically on the Aries point. That's why I'm not even talking about the storms anymore. Neptune and Pisces. There's so many storms all over the world that are just coming out of seemingly, yeah, seemingly. I mean, we're in the seasons, but they're like the storms are intensifying. We see, yeah. Oh no, I'm so sorry your husband cheated on you. That's just awful. That's just awful. Sending you loving energy. Okay, Jay Smith, thank you for me. Thank you for your grace. Okay, my mispronunciations. Okay. Okay, Teresa, so you know Mars Saturn. So there's going to be a story for you likely tomorrow. Mars square Saturn. What's the story? Mars is in Gemini square Saturn and Pisces. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Okay. Okay, let me look at okay. So turmeric stained is a sun in Aquarius. Ooh. A moon in Taurus. Ooh, and a Pisces rising. Ah, I love this turmeric stained for you. So beauty, renewal, and letting go. So yeah, I feel like this is loving the body you're in. Letting go of any feelings of perfectionism. I wish this, that, the other thing, especially if you're older, like, and you're thinking about, oh, how cute was I when I was 20 or whatever. Yeah, just recognizing your beauty in the moment of today, inside and out. And if you want to glam up or treat yourself to a pedicure or a makeover or get a new lipstick or whatever, I think this is a great thing for you to do with this energy. Yeah. It's Leo season. Yeah. Oh, Biden speech. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it's going to be at the eclipse, lunar eclipse when Trump is in court. So yeah, but maybe he'll negotiate something before that. Thank you, La Morena. La Morena says, treat yourself to a reading with Celeste. Always a good idea. Yeah, go to my website, astrologybyceleste.com, if you want to come for a personal reading. Yeah. Okay, Golden Roadie is Sun in Taurus, Moon, Aquarius Moon, and then Leo rising. Ooh. So, yeah. So I want you to this is renewal, beauty, and confidence. Really give some consideration about, about your level, about what you're confident about, what you feel like was beautiful. What are you holding yourself back? This is what I'm getting. Are you holding yourself back from something because of feeling a sense because of a lack of confidence? Oh, I'm not good enough to do that. Oh, I'm not da-da-da-da-da. I want you to really renew and rethink that thinking about that. Maybe even where the seed of it is. Okay, I want to apply for this promotion, but I'm not doing it because why? And really try to dig in. If there's something that you want, but you keep delaying and procrastinating, and it's really when you dig out the real reason, it's because maybe a lack of confidence. So I want you to face that dragon head on. That's what I'm getting for you. Okay. And it may come from a relationship with your father. Tomorrow, the square to Saturn. Yeah, think about that. Yeah. And you can decide, you don't want to do it, but yeah. Okay, so La Morena is an Aries sun, Scorpio moon. Ooh, and Libra rising. Okay. I like this. Tranquility, freedom, and power. Tranquility, freedom, and power. What am I getting with this? Tranquility, freedom, and power. I think it's like letting go of some of the control. Letting go of some of control. Can you maybe think about being more in flow? And you'll be surprised when you take your foot off the gas and just tap the brake lightly. How much it puts less stress on your car than when you're punching the gas, punching the brake, punching the gas, punching the brake, when you're like, just ease it off and then tap, 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 ease it off, tap, tap, tap. That's what I'm getting. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll do, a light. Oh, thank you. A Light Healing says, I'm one of your favorite astrologers. My knowledge and understanding of astrology is phenomenal. Oh, thank you. Okay, La Morena. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Intrepid Now. August 15th is your birthday. You're a Leo sun. Happy birthday, Intrepid Now. A Leo sun. Confidence. Scorpio moon. Okay. Confidence and freedom. What do you need? I think it's about you, like, what do you need freedom for? This is my birthday advice for you. Really consider, what do you need freedom from? Do you need freedom from constantly worrying about XYZ, like one of your kids or your siblings or what have you? Each person has their own life to lead. Worried really doesn't do anything except keep your mind twisted in knots. Oh my God. There's something, I'm getting the mind your own business. I posted in my stories the other day something about this woman who did this really cute video about minding your own business, because minding other people's business can cause neck pain, back pain, this, that. It was so well done. Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like it's freedom from worrying about someone else, is taking up time that would be better spent for you, like taking care of what you need to be doing, like you're letting your light shine rather than worrying about how they're making their decisions. We each have our own road to travel. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Take good care, everyone. And I will be back on Friday with a cosmic conversation. Oh my goodness, I can't remember who I'm talking to. It'll be up, and I'm going to post a thing about it. Yeah. Okay, take good care, everyone.